Alright, you're welcome back to my channel once again, and you're welcome back to Relationship Talk with Kify Duruji. Alright, so the last video of mine was on the wrong reasons to enter a serious relationship, and today I'm also telling you again the same wrong reasons to enter a relationship. Alright, especially when you're in the age of 23 to 30. I don't want to talk about 18 years old, because at 18 you're totally clueless. You have no idea what you're doing. So forget about all this love at 18. We're high school lovers. Say it this way, you were a high school crush, not lovers. You don't know what love was. You were just attracted to the person and you were just growing up. Haven't you noticed why after high school most times they break up? Or when they end up together they still have serious challenges? It's because they don't know themselves. And after high school, when they begin to see life, they begin to understand who they are and what they really want. And because they already feel they're in love with you, they don't leave you, but you guys don't get to enjoy a smooth sail. But now, if you're below the age of 22, you should wait before getting into a serious relationship. Okay? And if you're in one already, well, I assume you're just trying out to see what it feels like to be in a relationship. Alright? So this advice is not for you if you are that young. But if you're matured enough, at 21, 22, 23 to 30, this advice is for you. Alright, so these are some points that I know would work as a matured lady from experience. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you like a senior sister. Alright, so the first one is this. Don't get into that relationship. Don't have that boyfriend because you feel like having one. And because this is what happens to almost every girl you see. Most of the girls we see, or you see, or yourself, you get into the relationship when you're that young because you feel like having one. You are curious. You want to see what it feels like to have a guy holding you and kissing you or caressing you. Because you watched it on the movie, on the TV, or you read it on the paper, or you had a friend talking about it. It's not because you found love or somebody came around you to find love. And the guys that will come around you at that point, most times, are guys also looking for girls to explore. So if you're in the college, you see that the guys that come around you, if you're in this part of the world, Nigeria, they will call you jam bite because they assume you don't know anything and they have seen a free bait, easy buy. And they come and say some trash and how they will save you, how they protect you, and show you around the school, and you get curious. And then you say, okay, he's my boyfriend, even when it's not what you want. Alright, so the very first reason for not entering the relationship is because you feel like having one. And this is the reason I've just explained. You feel like having one, you just got into high school, you just got into college, you are done with college, you need to get one, you're working, you need to get one. For any reason at all, that the word is feeling like having one is a bad reason. Don't feel like having one. It's not cake or ice cream. You don't feel like having it. You can feel like having ice cream, but don't feel like having a boyfriend. Don't feel like having a relationship. A woman, the right man finds you and proves himself to you, and then you can see if your heart goes to him, and you can date him. So it can have value for you and for him. Number two, still for young ladies, in college or after college or in high school, you want to prove to your friends. Number two, you want to prove to your friends that you can get a guy to get crazy over you. You are hot enough, you can prove that you can come out and a guy will get crazy about you. You want to play that game of trying to make a guy go crazy. You say things you don't mean, do things you don't really want to do, just to get a guy crazy about you. How do you expect it to end? This is a very bad reason. You don't need to prove to anybody that you can get a guy crazy about you. Leave it. Live your life and let a guy be crazy about you. And they can see for themselves. You don't need to prove to your friends that you can actually get a guy crazy about you. Okay, and this one is also common with just young ladies in school and stuff. Yeah, because your friends set you up with a guy. Number three, your guess friends set you up with a guy, and because they set you up with a guy, you can say no, you are shy, so somehow you have to play along because this guy is already here. They plan it the way that you guys are going for a birthday party or some or karaoke, the way they will say it, and it sounds nice, and then this guy shows up and they have sold you. It happened to me. actually, somebody close to me, actually set me up with a guy. And made me think I was going to follow her to somewhere where she's going. I didn't know I was a bait. She just set me up with a guy. But, you know, if it was not me, long story. So this guy comes up to you and says he loves you, he really, really loves you, and he showers you with all sorts of gifts. And even if you know that you don't really want him, because of the gifts, you accept. Those are bad gifts. Not all gifts are good gifts. The gifts should not lure you into his room. How do I say this? The gift looks good, right? But the gift are a bait. Don't let it be a trap to get you behind the doors, and then you're trapped, and then this rest is history. And then we don't know how it happens. We only get to know when you're crying. We don't need to be knowing when you're crying. Right? You can avoid such things. When the gift is overwhelming and he's beginning to entice you to want to do things, and he's beginning to expect you to behave in a certain way because he gives you gifts, make sure you tell him that if this gift is the reason why I have to obey you, or I have to do this by force and stuff, especially when you know it's not in tandem with your principles or values, say no to gifts. Not all gifts should be accepted, okay? Number 5, maybe you were a bit of a tomboy, like me in the secondary school, and they begin to question your sexuality and begin to call you lesbian, and you want to prove to them they're not a lesbian by getting a boyfriend. Who's I? Why would you want to prove to them they're not a lesbian by getting a boyfriend? You mustn't have a boyfriend, especially when you're in high school. Why do you need a boyfriend? Because your friends they keep gisting, keep talking about their boyfriends, and then you are being pressured, and they want to know about your boyfriend, and then you don't have. And for some reason, they say you're a lesbian. You say, no, I'm not a lesbian. And for that reason, you want to get one. No, you don't need to prove to anybody that you are bi, straight, or whatever by getting a boyfriend. Remember, relationships are to be prepared for. The 6th one is this. You want to escape living with your parents or your guardian. Should you be living with your aunt and stuff? So you want to escape the whole family chain, you know? When you live with your parents, you sort of are bounded. You are limited. Don't go out at night. Don't do this. Don't stay out too late. Where are you going to in the afternoon? And because of that, if you have a boyfriend, you can go live with the boyfriend. So you leave home. This is a bad idea. It's totally irresponsible of you to want to leave home. And then number 7, interesting one. At this point in your life, you're reading lots of magazines and romantic novels and watching romantic movies. You're having different fantasies in your head about a romantic life. And you think you want to get one boyfriend to experiment what you have been reading. Oh no, there. Don't do that. It's actually very wrong to want to experiment these things that you read. You can actually learn to behave in a certain way when the time is right, but don't go experimenting because you watch something or because you read something, okay? Oh, number 8, it's sad that the world is now the stage for slay queens and slay kings, the way they say it, all right? And now you want to be a slay queen and you don't have money, so you need to get a boyfriend, no matter how old he is, some boyfriend, some rich guy, so you can slay. You need to change your phone to an iPhone 15 or something, all right? So you need to slay, so you need to get a boyfriend, all right? Too bad. Wrong choice. You don't need an iPhone 20. You don't even need an iPhone 10. Just get a good phone, okay? And then you have this powerful auntie that dresses well because she's a banker, or because she works in a law firm, or she works with the oil company, and you want to be like her so much that you forgot that she's 30 and you're 20. And then you need to get a boyfriend that can spend money on you so you can dress and show your auntie that you can do better. I pity for you. She's 30, you're 20. You have a long way to go. Besides, did she tell you it was her boyfriend that was buying it for her? She's working, you're not. Okay? Be careful. Okay, number 10 is still like what I said before, slaying and stuff. There is this new gadget you need to use. You need a tablet, alright? Or you need to have this designer bag. So you need a boyfriend that can buy you the newest Chanel bag. Interesting. You need to be hot in school. You need to show them that you're going to grow up a very big girl. Alright? As a matter of fact, you're a big girl already. I won't say much on this. The 11th one is your friends all have boyfriends. You're the only one when they hang out in the garden without a boyfriend. Or on Saturday evenings, there's no boyfriend to come and take you for a movie. Who said you must go to a movie with a boyfriend? Alright, I hope this point will be a blessing to you and that you can go through it once again. And it's okay if you're doing these things already, but you can stop now and do better. This is bye for now and shalom.